Mamma mia, here we go again. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for clicking on this video, much appreciated. Can't stop doing peace signs. I don't know what's wrong with me. Today I'm coming back at you with a video about the university essentials that you might not have thought about bringing with you to university. I put a question out on my Instagram and got loads of responses, which was great, about the things that you need at university that you wouldn't necessarily ordinarily think about packing. A lot of these things are random things that you might need like once or twice in your university experience, but it's handy to have them. But anyway, these are definitely things that I think you should consider bringing with you to university. I definitely have an awful lot of them. I do have a lot of stuff with me at uni. That's a whole other problem that I've got, you know. By the way, I'm not going to be covering any of, you know, the basics. I'm not going to be saying a bed sheet, a frying pan, a spoon, you know, none of that kind of stuff. This is just more niche things. Enough of me doing a little rambly intro. Let's just get on with the video and let me tell you about some of the things that you should consider bringing to university with you. So the first thing on my list is an extension lead. These are so important. In my first year room I did have a lot of plugs, which was great, but you know, in my second year house, not so much. And nowadays we have a lot of electronics, you know, you need your laptop charger, your phone charger, your portable charger, your hair dryers, your straighteners, your printer, your lamp, just a lot of things that need plugs, so would highly recommend an extension lead or two. Next on the list is something that a lot of people mentioned, and that is sliders or flip-flops. So if you're in a shared bathroom in your first year and you kind of don't know the people who you're going to be living with, maybe you'd like flip-flops just for your own comfort, or maybe you're in second year and you hate the people you live with and you need flip-flops. I don't know, you do you. I had an ensuite bathroom in my first year, so I didn't need flip-flops, and now I'm in a house with people who I don't mind sharing a shower with, so that sounds really weird. So yeah, I didn't need flip-flops. Or you might want a pair of flip-flops or sliders right by your like door, so that if you need to run out to take the bins out, something like that, that's really helpful. Next thing is whatever you want to call it, a clothes horse, an airer, a dryer, I don't know, you know what I mean, one of these things. Basically, all universities tend to have laundry systems run by Circuit Laundry. If you have heard of Circuit Laundry, you all know how horrible it is. It is so expensive to do a wash and a dry. So if you can get an airer or something like that, I would highly recommend it. I didn't have one, so I just spent a lot of money on drying my clothes in the tumble dryers. Next up is a pack of cards or various other board games. It's a great icebreaker on your first night. It works for drinking games or non-drinking games. Also, if we're in a lockdown situation again, something like a pack of cards is going to be really great. I brought with me Exploding Kittens, which my sister got me for Christmas during my first year, and it's gone down so well. Me and my friends and my housemates always play it. It's a very good game, so if you don't have Exploding Kittens, would highly recommend. You really need to get some expansion packs because we have played it a lot. It's gotten a bit repetitive now. The next thing that someone recommended was comfy trainers and a backpack for university. I know, you know, when you're in sixth form, girls, you want like a nice little handbag, but university, I'm not about that life. You bring in your laptop to uni, your lunch, your water bottles, your books, your folders. It's a lot of stuff. A backpack is just better for your back, more comfortable, more practical. And same goes for a pair of trainers. You know, you could be walking fair distances, so comfy pair of trainers is definitely a good idea. If you're not a fresher, someone recommended that you bring with you a mini heater. In first year, your bills are already paid for, so the heating is on pretty much all the time. You're gonna be pretty warm in your first year, I'd say, in general. However, in your second and third year, if you're living in a student house and you're paying for the bills yourself, it's gonna get quite chilly in your house. A little mini heater might be a good shout. Having said that, a good alternative is just a hot water bottle. Not only will it keep you nice and warm, but again, this could be helpful in first year because it can be quite a comforting thing as well, just to have a nice warm hot water bottle, you know. Another nice comforting thing you might want to consider bringing with you is a good blanket. I have about 4 blankets with me, which is a bit excessive. But a blanket is so great, whether you're like watching a film in your living room and you want to like be all cozy, whether it's a really cold night and you just need it on your bed. It's just like a really nice thing to have with you and like can remind you of home. The next thing that someone mentioned as well was a teddy bear. No tea, no shame. You may be 18 to 21, but if you know, you know. Sometimes you just want a little teddy bear. This is my Winnie the Pooh. He travels everywhere with me. He came to camp with me last year. He was in my first year room. We love Winnie the Pooh. You've probably seen him in the back of my videos before, and I always get a bit embarrassed and hide him, but you know, no tea, no shade. Now the internet knows that I always have a teddy with me. Also, like, you know, you're gonna go through some emotional trauma at uni at times, and sometimes you just want to hug a teddy bear. Oh my god, I'm literally a child. Ah. Moving away from, you know, teddy bears, the next thing on the list is a pair of clubbing shoes. Club floors are often disgusting. In Sheffield, if you know Corp, you know what I mean. Having a pair of dedicated shoes or like trainers for a night out is always a good idea. I always tend to wear like a pair of Converse from like Primark, and that pair just get disgustingly dirty, and then I have another pair for just like actually wearing outside on a normal day. It's definitely a good shout. The next one is quite a practical thing, and that is a big old folder of important documents. Whether it's your housing contract and that kind of thing, or whether it's your passport and your driving license in case you need to get a job. Remember to have your national insurance number as well, and obviously you need your driving license or form of ID to get into nights out or anything like that, if that is what you want to do. A Dishmatic. These little things, I'll put a picture on here. Oh my goodness, absolutely life-changing in my first year. One of my housemates bought one and I was just shook to my core. It's incredible. You basically put the washing up liquid in one end and hold the stick and just like clean with that, and it is just so good. You don't have to touch any of the crap that other people have left behind. You can just use your little thing and it is just incredible. Would highly recommend. Get one, please get one. This is a very generic one, a doorstop. If, you know, you want people to know that you're in, want them to come into your room, it's very good to have one. It's a good sign to like have your door open or closed depending on whether you want to socialise or not, so always recommend one of them. Next one is a door mat. I don't know if the person who suggested this meant like a front door or like a bathroom door, I don't know, but like it is nice to have a little mat to step out of the shower onto, that kind of thing. Definitely not essential, but it is something that will keep you just a bit happier. Earplugs. Yes, walls are thin and you will definitely need earplugs. Yep. Air freshener, or a little plug-in air freshener thing, keeps your room smelling nice. A lot of places have rules against you using candles, so this is a really great alternative to that. The next person said something to do that isn't uni related, so books, drawing, embroidery or things like that. Definitely, sometimes it's just nice to have something to do that can take your mind off normal uni life. The next person just said pasta, which, same, what a mood, to be quite frank. Oh my god, I'm so popular. A flask for bringing tea and coffee to lectures, especially 9 AMs. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my goodness. I didn't get one of these until my second year. It's not a flask, it's just like one of those reusable coffee cups, but it has a little thing so that you can like put the lid down and nothing will spill out of it, so I could like put it in the side of my bag, and it has been life-changing. The fact that I can take caffeine on the go with me, oh, incredible. Also, if you have one of these, a trick that I do quite often with my friends is going into like the SU coffee shop or a coffee shop in a library, and if you bring some tea bags with you, you can normally ask for hot water and they'll give it to you for free in your cup. So hand over your cup, get your free hot water, put your own tea bag in, and then you've got yourself a free cup of tea without paying like £2 for it. Absolute life hack. Oh my goodness! Oh my god. I just wish I wasn't this chaotic. Fancy dress, such a good one. I bought so many different costumes with me to uni and I've worn basically all of them now. It's definitely a good idea. You'll need them in Freshers Week for any like society bar crawls. My Alice in Wonderland dress has served me so well. Next person said a water bottle. Nice and simple, but it's definitely true. You definitely want to invest in a good water bottle. The next person said a diary. I would highly recommend keeping a diary or a journal or whatever you want to call it at uni. I was really good at sticking to filling in my diary in my first year, and I've already gone back and read about some of the things that I was doing, and it's made me just really happy and nostalgic to see how I was getting on. And I think it's a really great way to like document your time at university. So I would highly recommend getting a diary and writing in it every day. Very similar to that is a planner, whether you want an actual paper planner, whether you use a calendar to keep track of that. I personally use my Apple calendar because it links to my phone and my laptop. I also have a real life calendar that I use. I'm going to do a video about that someday because the system I worked out with to-do lists and my laptop and phone and my in-person calendar works so well, so I'm definitely going to do a video about that sometime soon. Next thing someone said are fairy lights. As you can see, I'm a very big fan of fairy lights. My first year room was covered in fairy lights as well. I probably wouldn't recommend these kind of lights for your first year just because a lot of unis aren't that keen on you having them, so these are a bit, you know, you're not going to miss these when you walk in a room, so maybe just like the normal string lights for your first year room might work better, but you know, you do you, live your best life. The next thing someone said is a Polaroid camera. I don't know if it's essential, I don't have one, but if you do have one, I mean, like, definitely bring it to uni. It would make for some really cute pictures, so I mean, you do you. The next thing I would say though that you definitely should bring is photos and blue tack. I stuck up photos all over my wardrobe wall and it was really nice to have memories of home, my family, my home friends, travels that I've been on, that kind of thing, and then you can add to them throughout your time at uni with all of your new friends that you make and all of the new things that you've done, so that's a really cute thing to do. The next one is a mini ironing board from IKEA. I do actually have one of these and it has come in handy quite a lot this year. Not everyone needs to bring an iron with them, as long as someone in your house has one, that's fine, but also you will need one sometimes. In my first year I tended to just hang things up in my ensuite and like let the shower steam try and get out some of the creases, but there will be times when you need it, particularly like boys, if you need to like iron a shirt or something. I feel like as girls we can kind of get away with it more with dresses and that kind of thing, so I don't know, but something to think about. Next person said a massive stock of Red Bull. Definitely essential if you're doing all-nighters in the library, I guess, and that kind of thing. I've never had a Red Bull. No, that's a lie. No, I've had a vodka and Red Bull. That's not true. I've never had a Red Bull whilst sober. Next on the list is a portable charger. Definitely agree. I've been very lucky when some of my friends have had portable chargers out with them. I've been like out all day and then it's been like, now let's go to the pub, now let's go out, and I've been like, my phone is on 5%, oh god, what am I gonna do? So carrying around a portable charger with you like 24/7 is definitely a good idea. Oven gloves. No one ever brings oven gloves to uni. I was the only one my first year who brought oven gloves, the only one my second year who brought oven gloves. I'm not about to mess around with a tea towel that's wet and burn my hand, you know? So oven gloves are an essential for me. Multivitamins, absolutely agree with this. I swear by multivitamins. I think they're the only things that stop me getting fresh as flu. I take them religiously and I think they stop me getting a lot less ill than I would otherwise. Mixer. Please remember to bring a mixer with you when you start in Freshers Week. The last thing you want is to arrive with like 2 bottles of vodka that your friends and family gave you for leaving home and going to uni, and then sitting down to start freeze and being like, I'm just gonna drink some neat vodka now. You also don't want to be having to leave your flatmates at like 11 PM to run to the shop to get a mixer because you forgot. A reusable shopping bag, definitely a good shout. I have one of those fold away bags which is really helpful because I just keep it in the bottom of my normal bag so that if I do go out and accidentally end up buying something, I've got a bag that I can put it in. A speaker, this is a very good shout. A lot of people don't bring a speaker. I mean, I still don't have a speaker, I rely on my Alexa. Is she lighting up? No, she didn't respond. I feel attacked. But if you've got like a Bluetooth speaker, that would be great for pre's and that kind of thing, so bring one if you have one. But also, like with all of these things, if you don't already own one, I wouldn't necessarily buy one. It's just like, if you already have it, maybe think about bringing it with you to uni because otherwise you're going to be spending a lot of money. A first aid kit, whether it's your paracetamol or just your little bandages or your plasters, it's always going to be helpful. I have always had one of these and it's always come in handy for me and for other people, so definitely bring a little first aid kit that you can like keep on your bedside table, that kind of thing. Cushions, I actually really agree with this one. I love having my cushions just here, like on the bottom side of my bed, so that if I want I can like lie across my bed that way and like read a book or something like that, and they just make your room look cozier and comfier and nicer. Again, not necessarily essential, but something that's really nice to have. A bum bag, yes, yes, yes. Bum bags are the shit when it comes to a night out. If you're a girl, you know we have lots of things. We can't just put things in our pockets because we're probably wearing skirts or like jeans without pockets, because apparently girls just don't need pockets like men do. But yeah, a bum bag is the perfect solution. It means you can have your phone, your keys, if you're me, your EpiPen with you at all times. A keyring, this is a really good idea. Everyone's first year keys are going to look exactly the same, so if you've got something to differentiate yours or something that'll make it easier to find them in your bag, definitely a good shout. An external hard drive to back up your uni work, definitely. The last thing you want is to lose your stuff. It's also a really good idea to like back up stuff onto like a Google Drive. A lot of universities have Google Drives that you can, you know, use as well, but also having your own external hard drive that you can back stuff up onto is a fairly good idea, or you know, just a USB stick, something like that. It's a helpful idea. Berocca, yes, Berocca. Or I also have those like hydrating sachets that you like put in a glass of water that have electrolytes in. Very good if you're suffering from a hangover, would recommend. And this is the last thing that my friend just suggested to me. She said a garlic crusher. I don't even know what one of these really is. I've never used a garlic crusher, but also I'm not a very good cook. So whenever I need garlic, I'll just use like lazy garlic, or I won't even put it in. Whoa, shock horror. Such a random one to end on. But yeah, this is the end of this video. I hope it was of help to some of you. If you've thought of any other things that you think would be really helpful for someone to bring to university, or something you forgot that you wish you'd brought with you, make sure to leave down in the comments below. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Twitter as well. I'm at Alice Precy. Please like, leave me a comment, subscribe, share this video, all those nice things please. And I'll see you next week or next time. I don't know what my uploading schedule is. I seem to be doing 2 uploads a week recently, but it's not on set days. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just uploading videos, so such fun time. Anyway, see you next time. Bye! Ooh! Knocked over my camera. Ooh.